and my iPad going, and we'll go through this. So I had somebody complain that I forgot to do a side-by-side comparison between this Hordak and the classics, and they were not very happy. They said, you spent an hour going through this whole thing of all the figures and showed off all your customs and never once showed a comparison. It's like, oh, wow, I guess I forgot that. Um, Now, it is funny that he's talked about me spending a whole hour going through all my customs because it's like there is a fast forward. But that's okay. I still did not do the comparison. And then somebody else said, hey, how about some head swaps, armor swaps? And I realized I may have forgot that as well. So I got some hot water ready and I got some Hordaks ready. And let's have some fun doing some head swaps and other things. So, oops, I got my iPad ready to see your guys' comments, and I am ready to go. So we will see what your guys' comments are. And so first off, this is the Masterverse Hordak, and he's a pretty cool Hordak for those that missed my first video. And this is the She-Ra counterpart that goes with him. And you can kind of see the size difference between him and She-Ra. So there is the Hordak and the She-Ra that go to the new pop. Since I'm at it, I might as well pull her out too because she's part of the new pop. So these are our first 3 pop figures we got. So there they are. And I'm going to set these 2 aside for now because we are going to focus on comparison. Hey, Cobweb. I got the vintage Extendar today. Nice Black Phoenix 77. That is a fun one. I remember my 2 older boys used to have fun at that figure. All right, so let's first go ahead and notice this guy's head's a little smaller. We will pop it off though, and we will see what. Oh, that is really tight. Luckily I got the hot water here. Boop. So we will hot water it. Now somebody pointed out I can get some cool little device for like 10, 20 bucks or whatever on Amazon that will heat this up to remove the heads easily. I'll have to look into that because it might be kind of cool. Now I do have a big heat gun that I use all the time, but I'm sure that big heat gun would probably melt the cape pretty quickly too. So I don't know if that would be much more use. But a small little device would be cool. All right, let's see if his head comes off now. Oh, easily. All right. Oh yeah, we pulled his head off. I remember now talking about the way his cape was hooked on and how cool that was with the 3 spikes holding that cape on. That was a pretty cool thing. All right, there he is, armorless. Actually looks almost like Trapjaw. I warmed his head up earlier. We'll see if his head comes off easier if I have to rewarm it again. Oh, okay, cool. So let's go ahead and try his head on there. Now it is a very tight fit, so it would take a lot of heating up to get it on there. But let's go the other direction. Let's go the other way. And let's see how his head fits. Wow, his head fits really low on there. And luckily the head is carved out to fit on there. But that is an awfully... Looks like he has no chin. Like he was a football player that got hit too many times in the head and his neck got destroyed. So there you go. So it'd be kind of hard to put this on. See how that looks. Well, that does give it some separation, but not a lot. So here it is. The head on the classics. Not too terribly horrible. I don't mind it. All right, so of course we got to try out the armor too, because that's what people were asking about, was the armor. So we will stick his armor on first. Now I figure it's going to be loose on this figure. We'll see. That side fits pretty good. This side's a little tight to get on. This side just came apart again. Because their bodies are not quite the exact same shape. Even though all around, you know what? If you put it on the bottom hole and match them up like this, it actually works better, which is kind of messed up because then it's not quite right to... Oops, I got to zoom out. Sorry, you guys. I know it's not lined up right. It's like someone having their shirt buttoned wrong. but it fits better that way because of his chest being so much more barreled in the front. I really couldn't get it all the way down around the other way. I can get one side, but not the other at the same time. It just keeps riding. So if you're going to use this Hordak armor, you have to shift it up one row of buttons, just like that. Throw on the cape. Toss on the head. I'm going to heat this up in the, almost at the microwave, in the cup of the vat of water. There we go. And while we're doing that, let's see if his head is loose. Oh, oh. Hooray, his head comes off pretty easy. He's got the same armor, just a different paint scheme. But let's see if Hordak's armor fits on Moto Buck. Yeah, and it doesn't, because see, on this Buck, the lats are wider, and so it can't get around the lats on him. Now, he might be able to fit on the Super 7 version, but that's... So the chest, like I said before, you can feel some empty spots there when you press on it, but then the lats on this are wider, so you still can't close it. So you got kind of the dual problem going on there. Let's get this head out of there. All right, let's jam it on there. Jam on it. There we go. There is the Classics head on the Masterverse body. Bum, bum, bum. And it has the Masterverse, or the Classics armor. But again, you can't get it to fit on very good. It just doesn't work fully on there. All right, let's get this head off before it gets too stuck on there. Let's do a couple more changes. Throw the Masterverse armor back on. And there we go. Now you can't put this on because of the pulls on the back. So you can't use this armor here. You can't use this head here for the same reason. You have to use the one that it came with. But let's see if you can put on the Classics head anyway, and you can. So now his head does look down the whole time. He's ashamed of something. What did you do, Hordak? I stole a baby. Baby Adora. So that's a problem. Ugh. If you put his head like that, so it looks kind of strange, and it will kind of work, but then it looks like he's got some kind of weird problem going on there. So, yes, you can, but not the best idea. You can see my thing's already cracking from last time trying to pull the head off without heating it up. All right, let's get this cape back on. Such a cool design, having the 3 holes go over the 3 bumps. It's just a bummer that it impedes using part swapping as much as you want. All right, the other question they had was comparing the heights of them. So let's get them back together and compare the heights between the 2 Hordaks. I'm looking at your guys' stuff. Hey, we got Major on there. Thanks for joining us, Major. Black Phoenix 77, Mike Fee, Cobweb, Eric. Hey, Eric. Let's see. Hey, Todd, can you try Battlecat Origin seat and helmet on the Battlecat Revelation? Eric, I made a video just for you, and I actually did try that in the video, so check it out. I got a whole video on all the Battlecats. I sent you a link in your messages. I already put all the Battlecats away, so I can't do it now. But I did try them all out and swapped them all around. So check out the video I sent you. I made it just for you, man. And it has all the Battlecats and swapping parts out. I did not put Battle Lion in there or Panther. So those ones I didn't stick in the video. But I had the 2000X Cat. I had the original Battle Cat. I had the Origins Battle Cat. I had the Revelation Battle Cat. Had the Commemorative Battle Cat. Had them all and did all kinds of armor swapping and saddle swapping and helmet swapping and everything else. So check it out, man. Like I said, I made it just for you. So I made that. So check it out, Eric. Just for you, man. Yeah, I couldn't find the first video you were talking about, so I figured it'd be easier just to make a new one. All right, let's get this head back on. Let's go ahead and do our height comparison. So there is the height comparison, and they are just about the same height. So if you did not get the original Hordak from Classics, you could easily use this Masterverse Hordak to fill in without much of a problem. He does fit in pretty good. Let's compare him next to He-Man from Classics, and he does look very comparable for height. So that is cool. So if you wanted to get yourself a blue Hordak, and there you go, you could use this blue Hordak here and even toss on the Classics armor and stuff. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't fit quite right for the Classics armor, but the Classics head kind of works, as you saw, just not perfect. All right. Oops, forgot his cowl. There we go. All right. And I could have sworn I did the head swap in the other video, but I don't remember for sure, and somebody asked me about it, so I figured it's easier just to do another video. Yep. I don't think the Battle Cat Origins saddle and helmet fit on Revelation Cat at all. I think that's what I showed in the video. I can't quite remember. I posted an ugly video because you and your friends encouraged me. Thank you, world. I posted an ugly... Yes, I even broke my cat. Hey, if you guys want to see the fix, I posted a picture on my YouTube under the community of the glued fix of my Battle Cat. So you can check that out. I have it in the other room right now. I can't believe you said my name. I'm going to cry. Major Scarrett, it's okay, man. Thanks for joining us. That's cool that you're here. Let's see, Mike Nee. I need Masterverse Hordak. I should kept my broken one from Big Bad Toy Store, but I got credit instead and sent him back. Oh, yes, that's always the hard decision, whether to keep the broken one because you can't get another one or send it back. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining me. This is just a nice, short, sweet video because I forgot to show the comparison size on my video, and I had a very angry person who watched my video going, hey, you forgot that. And then somebody else asked about the head swaps. I figured I would do that as well. So there you go. Hopefully I covered everything you guys wanted to see with armor and head swapping. Let me double check. I guess there's no more comments. Let's see. I knew Alex and Cowboy, if he said, was sold out there also. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with Hordak. Like I said, to me, Hordak is not one of my favorites, which I know is funny. I have so many of them. But he seems to be a lot of people's favorite. I mean, he's like, we saw back in the Classics days, they sold out pretty quick on them as well. So, not sure what the deal was. All right. That is all that I have. I still need to paint this guy. See, I still need to paint this head on my Cringer. I got to get to it. I haven't even done it yet. I got the green paint. Oh, this is kind of cool, off the subject. I made another bank door. I wasn't happy with the first one I made. I didn't like the way the top looked on it. So I made another one that's more smoother for the shelf part of it. But we'll see how it works and how it looks in the playset. I'm going to focus a little bit of my time now on finishing up my Brave Star playset and the whole set for that. So I'm not going to set my Grayskull back up. I'm going to use this area here to put up the Brave Star set soon. So Soon you'll see Brave Star on the back of all my videos. So there you go. All right. And I'll have to figure out which one of these doors is better. It's a bummer that the doors are all different sizes. Otherwise I could, and it stinks too because this shelf looks so rough on the sides. The new one I just printed. And this one looks pretty smooth on the sides. I just did not like that dotted line. You know what? I might change the resolution and do it again. It only took like 4 hours to print this. So I guess I could change the resolution and sleep on it and just let it print through the night. Anyway. Can you try the Masterverse Hordak head and armor on the Origins buck, please? Sure. Why not? Oh, trying to throw Hordak in a box over here. I have not set up my hoard box yet, so I just kind of tossed them all off the desk onto a box on the side. So, see, here's my Hordak body. So I got the body just here, no legs. I'll just go ahead and try it right on there. Let's see if it's still hot enough to pull off. Oh, oh, oh. Got it. I'm guessing the armor is not going to fit on the buck because the buck's about the same size as classics around. But we'll give it a shot. We shall try. Oh, maybe. Come on, fit. And we got one side to fit. Yeah, you can see there how it's sitting on there. It just does not want to fit on there. The chest is thicker right here, so it hits the armor and causes this weird pivot point. You can kind of see how it's hitting the chest right there and then it's forcing the armor up. So you can't get the armor around. And if you do connect it, the belly sticks way out because the chest is so much larger. And then you can't get the things to snap on the sides. And when you do pull it back, it gets to the point where they could almost snap. They come up way too high. So it would take quite a lot of altering to make it work. I would suggest if you stuck it in hot water, you might be able to stretch it to make it fit. When you do stretch it to make it fit, though, you'd probably want to glue it immediately while you're stretching it. Otherwise, it's going to end up... what I'd do is I'd hook one side up. I would glue it. And then I would stretch this side super hard while it's super hot. And then get it through the hole and then glue it right away. Then it would work. But it would take a lot of stretching. You could do it. I just don't want to damage this armor, so I don't want it all stretched out. But if you were going to keep it that way, that would work. So let's pretend like it's on correctly. Let's throw the cape on. Throw on the cowl. Let's see if the head fits on there. There we go. Actually, that head works pretty good on there. Let's give him some real legs. Oop. Well, that head goes on there, but it doesn't stay on there. Let's give him these black legs. See if the cape, how far the cape goes down. So the cape is going to drag on the ground with the legs on. So he's going to have like a wedding dress train. So I would suggest making your own cape and sticking it in those holes. Or cutting this one to match. And with the head, you're probably going to want to take and put some heat shrink tubing around this part right here to make it so it stays on there better. Maybe even add an O-ring around this part of the head so it pops into place. So again, hook one side up, glue it, heat it up super hot, stretch it around, glue the other side, and it should work. It should stretch it on there if you really wanted to go that route and create a Hordak out of an Origins figure. Yes, an awesome vampire moto. Yeah, you know, that might be the root cause why I don't like Hordak. I really don't like vampires. I never really have liked Dracula, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the movie Underworld. It's an awesome movie. Kate Beckinsale, whatever her name is, was just amazing in that movie. I do like the werewolves better in the movie than I do the vampires. And I do like the creature that's half vampire, half werewolf. He is so cool. So I just never really been a fan of vampires. You know, werewolves, sure. Vampires, not so much. All right, let's go ahead and put them back to normal. So yes, with a lot of altering and not a lot of altering, with a little bit of altering and hot water and stretching, you can make it work. But I don't want to do it to ruin my Hordak. So you guys are out of luck watching me actually do it for real. You know what would have been cool? It would have been really cool if they would have made these Masterverse have the same connection points as the Origins, where you could pop it apart, rip off the legs here, and just do all kinds of fun swaps. That would be really cool. I don't know why they didn't make it more universal like that. That'd have been a lot of fun to have more swappability. I mean, look, Hordak's arm comes off, right? Oh, let's see. Is it the same? Is it the same plug size? Oh, it's pretty close. Let's get a light on that and take a look. Oh, nope, doesn't fit. His shoulder gets in the way before it plugs in. And it's too tight to fit in that hole. Bummer. See, they could have fixed that even. All right. All right. Let's stick this head on here. There we go. A nice, satisfying click. I still have not added the black heat shrink tubing onto my Hordak yet. All right. Let's see. Do the 2000X Snake Tila head on Classics and Origins Tila. I'm not going to pull a 2000X Tila head off because it's not made to come off. It is actually 2000X figures. Their heads have a pin that hooks into the neck and it goes down. And so to get them off, you actually have to either break the pin or snap the torso. So no head swaps on 2000X. It actually destroys the figure. Let me show you. I happen to have an Evil Lyn that I have the head removed on when I was doing my customs. Let me see if I can find that extra Evil Lyn head. Oh, Ram Man! Such a cool Ram Man. If he was like just a little taller, he'd be awesome. Oh yeah, here you go. So here's a He-Man head, and you can see the pin, how it goes in. And you can see this one's been snapped off. It usually has a peg right here that locks it into place. And once that head's on there, you know, it doesn't have the same hole going in So whenever you do 2000X stuff, it's not just a simple pull the head off and pop it on the other one. I don't know where the evil Lynn head is. Maybe it's in this one. Oh, there you go. This one still has the peg on the bottom. So you can kind of see. It's funny, he looks so much like Luke Skywalker. I'm going to toss you the power converters or whatever. He's just whining to his Uncle Owen. Anyway. So, where is that evil Lynn head? Go! Look at this. Here's some He-Man hair. He-Man. Oh. Oh, hold on. Hold up. It's time to try something that I should have tried before. Since I spent all the time pulling his hair off, I should see if the 2000X hair fits on him. Now I'm way off topic. This one watching this and go, what the heck? Yeah, it does not quite work right. Urgh. That looks really weird. So in case you're wondering why I have a He-Man with no hair, it's because I was doing some fun, cool customs with Prince Adam. Let me show you. Adam of Princeness. Must be in the other box. What? I didn't see him in either box. Yeah, my 2000X stuff is a mess. I don't do a very good job keeping it clean like my classics. They're also all thrown in a box like my origins are. Oh, I see He-Man or Prince Adam's legs. There we go. Okay, so in the cartoon, right, his hair is always a mess. Now in the toy, they have his hair looking all, you know, pretty nice and clean and very Luke Skywalker looking. And it's always bothered me because in the cartoon his hair was always a mess. He'd wake up, you know, and just show up in different places. So I thought I would give him the messy hair look. So I actually took the 2000X He-Man hair off and put it on my Prince Adam. I think that looks way better than the Luke hair. So that's what I did with my 2000X Prince Adam, was I gave him He-Man's hair. And I think it just looks way better than the perfectly groomed Luke Skywalker hair. So that's why I got all these extra heads everywhere, because I was busy trying to figure out how to make their hair work. It's such a pain. Alright, now you guys got me so far off topic. Now, let me check your final questions and I'm going to end this video because someone else is going to watch this and someday they're going to ask me, now, what was that video that showed that Prince Adam hair? And I will never be able to find it because it's not in the title or anything else. I know you did a video on it. Okay, let's take a look at your guys' final comments. I need to find King Grayskull's wife in classics. Show us your all-time favorite custom. That's a really good question about my all-time favorite custom. That's a tough one. You know, right now, at this moment, my favorite custom is that girl I keep showing. And that is the Jennifer Gunsmoke. I don't know why I like her so much. I think she just came out really cool. But it's only because it's the flavor of the day, because I'm in the middle of working on the base and stuff and everything. I don't know, it's a tough one. I got a really cool King Hiss. I got some really cool custom He-Man figures that I made. It's just right now I'm working on her and the whole entire storyline. So for this moment, that is my favorite custom. I mean, yeah, I mean, this guy's cool too, don't get me wrong, but he's not my favorite custom. I dropped him, and I thought that was the end. Oh, you look, this one did break right here. One of them did break. And I was so afraid that his leg was going to snap off, because I dropped the demo project that I was working on. The leg just snapped. All right. Sometime I'll have to make a video showing my favorite customs. That's a good idea. What parts did I use to make her? So, I actually used the Tila everybody hates. This Tila right here. And then I used the Tila everybody loves. This Tila right here for her legs. And then I used Old Man Logan for the hat and the coat. And then the pants are made out of heat shrink tubing. And the head, I forgot the name of the character, but I think she's a Marvel character. And she has a white coat and white sleeves that come off. I kind of showed her yesterday. I made a Mary Jane out of the rest of her yesterday. But, yep. It's funny, when I first made her, I didn't have the heat shrink tubing on for the legs. And everyone's like, that's just way too short to ride a horse, with not having any kind of leg protection on there, because she had the bare legs all the way up, just like Tila, and it didn't make a lot of sense for trying to ride a horse. So the heat shrink tubing were great. I threw some white paint on it to give it the rough look, rolled it up, and you could see how it's connected up there. I literally just shrunk it on there, cut a hole in it, and jammed the leg back on. So I know it's not that hard of a custom, but it just looks cool. And then I got her a custom gun. There it is. Now the custom gun took me a long time to make. Here's her custom gun, and most of you guys who see my stuff have seen this many times before. And the custom gun is just awesome looking. It came out really cool. Since her name is Gunsmoke, I had to give her some awesome, massive weapon that would blow away any Master's handheld gun. And I based it off of the 3030 gun from Bravestar. So it's patterned off it, but not exactly. Let's see, where is a regular He-Man rifle? I just had one yesterday. Anyway, I can't find a regular He-Man rifle right now. Like I said, I just had one yesterday that I was looking at, and I put it somewhere. Oh well. And she's supposed to be Rio Blast's wife. So she's Rio Blast's wife. So that's the storyline that I'm making up. Let's see, did you see the comment on this chat about my He-Man? Let's see, let's go back, Eric, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see all the chats. Let's see, Eric. I think my Battlecat Origins, seat and helmet on Battlecat Revelations. Yep, didn't fit at all, I saw that. Hey Todd, Battlecat Origin seat and helmet on Battlecat Relation. Yeah, Eric, I'm not seeing your comment on your He-Man. Yeah, I don't see your comment on your He-Man. If you want to put it again, you can. It's just so many comments. Sometimes it's kind of hard to miss. Have you ever made a custom Snake Man? If so, which? I never made a Snake Man that's totally unique. I've made tons and tons of King Hisses. And the best King Hiss ever made was... oh, he said he figured out how to make your He-Man shorter. Okay. Cool. I just found a way to make He-Man shorter on my He-Man Eternia. Just cut the fit point and grind it down low. Okay, cool, Eric. The 2000X one is actually my coolest. You know what? Maybe I should. I've actually done a video on it before, but maybe I'll have to do another one because you have kind of a new audience and some stuff. So I'll have to maybe do another video on my King Hiss custom. The 2000X one, like the 2000X one, was actually somebody who contacted me on Facebook, and they said, "Hey, can you add the back and the helmet to the 2000X snake form King Hiss?" I said, "Back and helmet? What are you talking about?" And he sent me a picture of the cartoon, and sure enough, in the cartoon when he transforms, he still has his back armor and his helmet on that goes like around his shoulders, like his neck, like a giant collar. And I never noticed that before. And I'm like, oh man, I never seen that before. So of course I had to make that. And I made a copy for him, and I made a copy for myself. A couple other people asked for prints of it too, and I made them for them as well. Now it's on my Shapeways, so anybody can get them. All right, I'm gonna cut this short. It's getting late. Actually, it's not short anymore. I'm just gonna cut the video soon, and that's about it. Eric, thank you for your comment on how to make your He-Man shorter. Any kind of interesting to see? Show me pictures of it on Facebook when you get it done. And the rest of you guys, we have that Lounge Grayskull. For those that don't know, the link's in the description. Check it out and go to Lounge Grayskull, join. And a lot of people put pictures and stuff on there as well. And Lucas Jr., if you want to see that King Hiss, I'll see if I can remember to post a link to it on either my Facebook or Lounge Grayskull to the one that shows that King Hiss. So if you check that out. Now, do you have Facebook there, Lucas? Let me know if you don't, right here really quick on the chat before I hang up. And if you don't, maybe I'll have to find some other way to post the link. You know what? I could put the link in this video. There we go. I'll put the link in this video to my King Hiss custom figure. And just come back to this video and check it out. Oh, looks like you have Facebook anyway. I'll still put the link here in this video. I'll do it in a few minutes so you guys can check out that cool King Hiss. Then all you guys can check it out. So then you can come back to this video and check out the link in the description. All right, you guys. Let's see. What do we got there? How'd you make the custom gun? I actually made it in Blender and then printed it out on my printer. So, yep, it's pretty cool. I actually sent one of them to, I think it was Mike Fee, I think, got one of these. I can't remember who got one. I sent one to somebody. I sent them the silver one. And see, look at the size difference between the He-Man rifle and this cool gun. Let me try to find that 3030 gun. It stinks. I just had it yesterday. Throw it in with the Hordak stuff. I don't know where I put the 3030 gun. That's annoying because I was cleaning up trying to set up that urban set. And I set it somewhere. It's somewhere, man. But if you get a chance, look at the 3030 gun online and you can see the difference. Basically the back half's similar, the handle's completely different, this part's different, and the front's different. So can't believe I misplaced that somewhere. So weird. Let me check again in here. Sure, I'll find it tomorrow, and you guys will see more of it later anyway, because I'm always talking about this figure because I'm way too impressed with myself when I made it. My wife always laughs at me and says I have to stop grooving on all my stuff. Put that tree back there. My horde tree. It's actually a tree my wife used for Halloween decorations years ago. She put it on her counter, and I said, you know what? That's so cool. I'm taking that. And it's actually a bunch of limbs she had. So I took some heat shrink tubing and tied them all together, and thought it made a cool, evil-looking tree. Leg, crossbow, some caps, another leg. Nope, I didn't stick it in that box. That's so crazy. I just got too much mess everywhere. Oh, I found it and put it on the table. Okay, whoop. Here's the 30-30 gun. And here is my custom gun. So you can kind of see the similarities between them. Not exactly, but similar. So there you go. And the 30-30 gun mounts somewhere on the horse for the horse 30-30. And I wanted to kind of make it Brave Star-ish, because as you guys know, I like to mix Brave Star ideals with my Rio Blast. So let's see. Eric said the CGI Castle Grayskull was $99 on Amazon. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'm planning on getting that Grayskull. I have no plans to, but if it ever goes on clearance, I might pick it up, but not for $99. Just like the snake toy, the slime snake. I only got it because it was $9. I would have never spent $30 on it. Anyway, that is all that I have. Oh, nice, Mike. You gave your gun to Man-at-Arms. Cool, cool. I was pretty sure that you're the person I sent it to, the silver one. See, Mike, you're the only person besides me that has one of these. So I didn't even put it on Shapeways because it's so super unique, man. Do you have a custom 80s sorceress? Nope, I do not. Do you have carve out size of the hand to make the gun fit? Or did you make it fit the size of the hand? I made it fit the size of the hand. I measure the size of the hand, and then I make the pin accordingly. So these are the hands she came with. I should have made it just a little bit bigger so it fits tighter in the hand. I may add a heat shrink tubing later to raise the size of it. I'm not sure, but I guess it works pretty good. Yeah, if I would have used the original gun, the 30-30 gun, it's a much bigger peg that would not have fit. And it's in the wrong spot. See? Because it's made the mount on some kind of something and then pivot on there. Nice. Painted my white sorceress. The Filmation colors. You can see there's my white sorceress back there. There she is. Just sitting there with her cool lighted stand. Ooh, ah. Hey, the colors aren't changing. There we go. Ooh. So, that's all that I have, you guys. You turn off some of these lights so you can see the sorceress in her. Yeah, the light's too far away to turn off. And I'm using the phone that I use to turn the lights off and on. All right. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I know we went way off topic here from what I was planning, but that was still pretty cool. We had a lot of fun. And hopefully soon you guys will see my Brave Star stuff set up again, and I'll start working on getting that all put together. I am tired. Can we see your glow in the Dark Orb? Sure, let me turn off the lights. Hold on a second. Let me grab my other phone so I can turn the lights off. There we go. Now, of course, it's hard to see because it's obviously still lit up, but you can kind of see how that looks. And usually, if I pull her back a little bit and set her back, then it lights up her face. But she's stuck in the corner a little bit. There we go. Way more ominous. Burp. There you go. "14 inches tall." That's cool, Eric. That's a good question. Contact me on Facebook. I have some orb stands I'm going to stick on YouTube, on Facebook, on eBay soon. I got 6 of them printed. I just have to paint them. So I will let you guys know about that. Yep, I got a whole pile of them over here. Different colors. You can see them all glowing right there. In between all these tripods and animals. Oop. Ooh, look at all those. All right. And I got my glowing monster. It's funny, when I turn the lights off when I'm done filming, all this stuff in my room's glowing all over the place. All the orbs are glowing, the giant Scareglows glow, my big giant Spirit of Grayskull glows. So it's funny, when I'm done the video, I got all this stuff all over the room glowing everywhere. It's kind of funny. All right, good night, you guys. Good journey, and until next time, that's all I got. Bye now. I'll put the link to the King Hiss video in this description, so come back and check it out. Bye now.